Oh, this I wanna talk about because I think I know this girl, and I think it's hilarious that she's made news. I think she's stand-up comedy adjacent, like, I think we follow each other, and I think maybe we chat online occasionally, but I love that she's made the news. Ventriloquist, 38, and TLC star who spends 50,000 a year caring for her 38 puppet children, opens up about a desperate search for love after being dumped by fiance when she refused to give up her dolls. I know the feeling. A puppet obsessed woman who was dumped by her fiance after she refused to give up her doll children has revealed she is once again looking for love and still hopes to get married one day to a man who will support her $50,000 a year figurine collection. How is she? I have not. I'm so confused. Ventriloquist April Brucker, 38, who now lives in Las Vegas, ended up single in 2010. I mean, that was 13 years ago. When the man she was planning to wed gave her an ultimatum and forced her to choose between him and her dolls. I mean, but if it's how she makes her living, that's kind of silly to that's a silly ultimatum to give somebody if that's their job. Fast forward 13 years later, and April is now the proud parent of 38 puppets, whom she refers to as her children. Okay. And she's yet to find Mr. Right despite receiving letters from male admirers across the globe. Well, she's got suitors. Speaking exclusively of DailyMail.com, the blonde, who found fame on TLC's My Strange Addiction, admitted, I'm just desperately seeking Mr. OK. And Mr. OK has to be a man that likes puppets. That's number one. Is that so much to ask? And he's got to have a good sense of humor. So that's where I'm at. I'm still desperately seeking Mr. OK. Okay, we have.
I am getting a lot of attention on social media from guys. One guy wrote me in Croatian, and it was the first fan letter that I ever got in Croatian. And I get fan letters from all around the world from men
Yeah.
who have read about my fiance dumping me, me dumping the fiance for the puppets. And they want to marry me and take me far away and stuff. And so one
And
guy
stuff.
writes me in Croatian that I'm beautiful. He wants to rescue me and my puppets. He wants to hold me. He wants to kiss me. I'm just desperately seeking Mr. OK. That's where I'm at now. As a matter of fact, I'm just desperately seeking Mr. OK. And Mr. OK has to be a man that likes puppets.
All right. Do any of you guys like puppets? Would you be down for this? Oh, she looks better in that video than she does in this photo. Maybe she's just better with long hair. Okay, she's got a Trump puppet. There she is. Okay. Her relationship, I guess, ended in 2015. Oh my God, she's all out there. Okay. She gets mail from prisoners. I used to have a prison pen pal once. Came out of the blue. I got a request from something called Core Link or Cores Link, which is like a prison internet server. I don't know how this guy found me, but we would email back and forth. I'd be like, "How's prison?" I didn't even know what to ask him. And then he was like, "How'd you get into comedy?" I was like, "I think we're done here." Okay. She's getting a lot of attention from social media, from guys. One guy wrote me in Croatian. Okay. He said he's beautiful. She should have gone for the Croatian if he's down with the puppets and thinks she's hot. Why not? So I tried to get him to buy a calendar, and he said, "I cannot receive mail where I'm." Oh, that sounds like a scam. And so I said, "Would you like an autographed photo of my puppets and I?" Because I'm thinking maybe he doesn't want to spend money on that stuff. And he says, "I can't receive mail where I'm at, but in 50 years, I hope to hold you." What? I'm reading a little bit. Oh, he's in prison. Okay, okay. 50 years. Wait for me. It'll just be 50 years. How old is he now? He might not make it. April isn't sure how her mother would react if she were to marry an inmate, though, while she admitted, with my mother, I would never hear the end of it. So, you got to draw a line somewhere. The My Strange Addiction star also revealed there is a downside to being in the public eye and maybe I should interview her, putting herself out there on social media. I love it. I love the whole thing. I mean, does she sleep? She's cute. She's cute, guys. Does she sleep with the puppets in the bed? Like, what is the she doesn't wear pants. Okay, she's probably fun, if you know what I mean. Like, just by these photos, I can tell she's fun. Um, but can you get down with the puppets is the big question. I've heard some people that have raised a lot of red flags, but thankfully, I've had a lot of good support around me. I try to put up boundaries with some people, but not all my encounters have been bad. However, April said she's yet to meet Prince Charming, but she's daydreaming about the day she'll walk down the aisle. I would like to get married and I would like all my puppets to be at my wedding. Well, at least you'll save money on food. I would like some of them to be my bridesmaids and groomsmen. Okay, all right. She explained, adding that she would definitely get hitched in Sin City. But for the time being, April's children keep her very busy and also help her earn a decent living. Well, there you go. I just got new 2 characters last week, and I was so overjoyed when they came in the mail. I was so excited. I have 38 children now, she revealed. When asked how people react to her calling the puppets her kids, April replied, I know they're not real children, but they're my children. People refer to their cats and dogs as children all the time. April's children certainly cost her a few dollars, and she admits to spending up to $50,000 on them per year. I mean, that's like okay, if you run a business, your business expenses could total that easily, in a year. So this is her business, so that's not so insane. I've been lucky enough to make this a career and it's paid off. For instance, as a writer, you need a new laptop every once in a while because you can't write without a laptop. I can't perform without these guys. So if they look ratty, nobody wants to book them. So the financial upkeep can be an uphill battle, but it's worth it. It's always worth it. But I work a lot, and that's where the puppets pay off because I did a 9-month residency here in Vegas. Oh, wow, good for her. So even though I spend money, it's like I spend money to make money by yeah, it's a business expense. It's not like she's just home doing nothing. As well as performing shows in New York City, Los Angeles, and a 9-month residency in Las Vegas, April has also released a book about ventriloquism called Don't Read My Lips. It's cute. It's Biden. I love a puppeteer. Or was this supposed to be her? Aw. Okay, I think I have to interview this girl. Despite being well established in the world of ventriloquism, April still strives to perfect her craft every single day. I practice all the time, every day, because practice makes absolute perfect, she explained. And the more you practice, the more perfect you get. As a matter of fact, that's one thing that's interfered with my dating life is I have to perfect these guys. I always have to practice. So she should date maybe another artist who has a similar commitment, or yeah, just someone who's okay with it. I am notorious for being out with people and they're like, April, I want to stay out late. And I say no because I have to get home and practice. Wow. However, she's adamant that her addiction to ventriloquism isn't unhealthy. I don't know that I would call it an addiction. I mean, if she's performing in Vegas, it's paying off. I would call it a passion and I would say it's a calling. Maybe it's an addiction, but not all addictions are bad. Addiction is a word that kind of is locked and loaded. I don't think it's bad. Although, I mean, if she sleeps in the bed with her puppets, that's where I would draw the line. Although April's dedication leaves very room for a romantic relationship, she said she doesn't regret choosing her puppets over a man. It was the best decision I made for myself because not only did I choose my puppets, but I chose myself. And since that time, I've become a professional ventriloquist. I have not regretted this decision, and I never looked back. Good for her. Let's find her a man. Guys, anybody? Anybody? Yes, she is the master of puppets. She could date a puppet maker. Would any of you? Would you? I think we're friends on social media. Let me see. Do we follow each other? I've known of her for years. Okay, she's not on Twitter. Let's see if she's on Instagram. April Brucker. Oh my God, they. Uh oh. All right, well, I'll follow her. Let's see. I think it would be a good interview. Okay, we'll see what happens. Could be fun.